To change from a 4-thread to a 3-thread overlock, start by clipping, and we're doing a narrow one, so we're going to remove the left needle and the left thread. I just clip it down near the needle and then pull the thread up at the top. Now, don't leave this hanging, dangling here, because it misses its friends and it will find its way back into your serger. Believe me, it does. So go ahead and take this cone completely off your serger. Don't let anything not in use be up here hanging out. To remove the needle, take the brush that came with your serger. It has a hole at the end. Come straight up, hold it, and then your small screwdriver, we're going to loosen the left needle screw. It's the one on the top, right next to the L for left. Now, once you loosen this, just give it a little wiggle. It's going to drop right out. You know where I store this? I love to store it in the foam pad up below the spool holders. Now, before you stop, don't let go of your screwdriver until you have tightened that all the way back in. If you don't, by the way, these are really short, so don't go loosening them too much. You will lose them. Tighten them up, and so they don't loosen while you're serging. There's a lot of vibration that goes on with a serger. Now, what is this stitch exactly? When we stitch, and I'm going to go ahead and do this on a single layer of fabric. Tensions are all the same. So this is what a stitch would have looked like if we had done it with a 4-thread. It's a little overkill when it's actually done on a single layer of fabric because there's extra thread in use that we don't need. Isn't this so nice? It's a more delicate stitch and it's narrower. And then what we can do is just this is great when you need to go around all your edges, but then still come back and sew it so you know if you are getting the right fit for a very fitted item. That is definitely one way to go around everything. You can have those threads match or sort of match, and then what we'll do is we'll get into the knife adjustment, which is right inside here with this white knob up front, to make sure you are getting the proper fill of this fabric. So if you have loops hanging off this edge, check out the video on cutting knife adjustments to get this set correctly. Now this is actually really perfect right here, lays nice and flat, and that's what we're looking for. Here is an example of using a 3-thread. I actually had a piece of silk fabric, 2 pieces actually, just quilted, and then I cut my jacket out of it. Now when I can, I try not to line my projects because it's just easier. But I went ahead and after I cut out all my pieces, because this is kind of a fitted jacket, I overlocked all the edges, not cutting off any fabric because I didn't know how much I would need to let out or take in until I actually tried it on after the first stitching of it. And with the sewing machine stitch, that lets me come in and out really easy for alterations. So, and then I just kind of matched my threads. There's actually 3 different colors of green in here, but it's a nice, delicate, narrow 3-thread overlock that goes around, and it's not so big and bulky that a 4-thread would do. So narrow things down, you're using 1 less thread, and it really looks sharp on the inside of garment sewing. Also, 3-thread edge is often used on knit fabric, so it has a little bit more stretch to it.